Corporate diversification and firm performance. The diversification performance relationship is a function of the underlying type of diversification. Here is the two types of diversification. First is diversification discount, situation in which the stock price of highly diversified firms is valued at less than the sum of their individual business unit. Example of this is conglomerates are General Electric, Alphabet, and Berkshire Hathaway. While G has been trading at discount for a number of years, Berkshire Hathaway tends to trade at the premium very often. The way the conglomerate is run matter more than the sum of the parts. Next is diversification premium, situation in which the stock price of related diversification firms is valued at greater than the sum of their individual business unit. So this table explains the diversification performance relationship. As you can see, there's right here single business, dominant business related diversification, under-related diversification. That is the level of the diversification. So in level of diversification, according to them, three levels of diversification exist. First one is low level diversification. Second one moderate to high level of diversification, and the third one is moderate to high level of diversification. So we start with low level of diversification. This level of diversification is seen in a company that operates its activities mainly on a single or dominant business. The company is in a single business if its revenue is greater than 95% of the total sales, and if the generate revenue is between 70% and 95%, the company business is dominant. Next one is moderate to high level of diversification, which is in the middle. So in this level, two types of diversification are evident: related constraint and related link. In the case of related constraint diversification, less than 70% of revenue comes from the dominant business, and SBU's division share product, technologies, and distribution channel. And if the firm has related link diversification, less than 70% of revenue come from dominant business, but there are only limited link between and among the SBUs. And the last one is very high level of diversification. So this level applies to companies that have unrelated diversification. It earns less than 70% of its revenue from the dominant business, but there are no common link between the SBUs. So the next table is vertical integration and diversification, or source of value creation and cost. So I will discuss you what is this. So what is vertical integration? Vertical integration is a strategy whereby a company owns or control its suppliers, distributor, or retail location to control its value or supply chain. Vertical integration benefits companies by allowing them to control process, reduce cost, and improve efficiency. However, vertical integration has disadvantage, including the significant amount of capital investments required. So Netflix is a prime example of vertical integration because the company started as DVD rental business before moving into online streaming of films, movies licensed from major studios. So that it is. So next one is restructuring. Restructure describes the process of reorganizing and devastating business units and activities to focus a company in order to leverage its core competencies more fully. So restructuring is the corporate management term for the act of reorganizing the level, ownership, operational, or other structure of a company for the purpose of making it more profitable or better organized for its present needs. So this one is Boston Consulting Group, or BCG growth share metrics. So the metrics reveal two factors that companies should consider when deciding where to invest: company competitiveness and market attractiveness, with relative market share growth rate as underlying drivers of these factors. So the next I will show you is the table where explaining restructuring the corporate portfolio. the Boston Consulting Group growth share metrics. So as you can see there in the box, there are four signs. First one question mark, second one star, third one dog, and the fourth one is cash cow. So each of the four quadrant represent a specific combination of relative market share and growth. So the first one is low growth or high share. Companies should milk this cash cow for cash to reinvest. And as you can see, the second one is high growth or high share. Companies should significantly invest in these stars as they have high future potential. And the third one is high growth, low share. So the company should invest in our in discuss this question marks depending on their chance of becoming stars. And the last one is low share or low growth. Company should liquidate the best or reposition these pets. And that it is. And the last one is using internal capital market. So internal capital markets can be a source of value creation in a diversification strategy if the conglomerate's headquarters does a more efficient job or of allocating a capital through its budgeting process than what could be achieved in external capital markets. So capital markets instruments used for markets trade include stock and bonds, treasury bills, foreign exchange, fixed deposit, debentures, and etc. That is the example. As they involve debt and equity securities, the instruments are also called securities and the market is referred to as security market. So, that's all. Thank you.